Welcome to Someday News, America's best realish news source. News so fake it's real, news so real it's fake. Author unknown, we're too lazy to look up who, once said, perception is reality. If you are perceived to be something, you might as well be it, because that's the truth in people's minds. Before we begin, thoughts and prayers to Joe Biden. Now that's out way, let's begin. Biden's decline was obvious, and Tapper was just being polite. Let's give a standing ovation to Jake Tapper, the maestro of journalistic restraint. Joe Biden's cognitive decline? Oh please, anyone with eyes, ears, and a brain knew the man was out to lunch, probably munching on ice cream in his mental Delaware basement. The guy was forgetting names, places, and occasionally the entire 21st century. But Tapper? He didn't underreport. He was just being classy. Why scream, "The emperor has no brain," when everyone already saw the vacant stare? Tapper played it cool, like a bartender ignoring a drunk patron's ramblings. And let's be real, the Republicans? They're the real culprits here. They let this charade roll on, chuckling behind closed doors because a foggy Biden was their golden ticket to a Trump comeback. Tapper didn't hide the truth, he just let the GOP's cowardice and strategic advantage do the heavy lifting. Bravo, Jake. Tapper knew, we knew he knew, and he knew we knew. Jake Tapper wasn't just reporting the news. He was conducting a symphony of denial, and we all clapped along. He knew Biden was sharper in 1988 than 2024. He knew we knew he knew. And he knew we'd let him get away with it because, frankly, it was too intriguing to interrupt. Tapper's poker face was flawless, pioneering the big lie like Kamala Harris wielded her word salads, defending Biden's vigor like a loyal knight. Meanwhile, Republican Congress provocateurs were in on the gag, feigning outrage in public while high-fiving in private. Why expose and really stop Biden's mental nap time when it paved the way for Trump's victory lap? Kamala, bless her, saw the same path to the presidency, winking at the chaos. Tapper's colleagues at CNN and beyond, too busy dreaming of book deals to call it out. Jake, however, was 10 steps ahead, plotting his tell-all, "I knew but I'm humble," ready to cash in on the scandal he helped orchestrate. The man's not a journalist, he's a chess grandmaster, and his cohorts are pawns. Tapper has plausible deniability as to his credit. He wasn't in the White House briefing room, coincidentally, neither was Biden. The book deal that broke the camel's back. While other journalists were too spineless or clueless to pen the definitive Biden expose, Jake Tapper saw dollar signs and clout. His book, already titled Humility and Hiding the Obvious, Original Sin, is set to be a bestseller, blowback be damned. He's got the "I reflect with humility" shtick down pat, making Democrat leaders look like fools for their sanctimonious grandstanding. Joe Scarborough took it too far, gushing about Biden's best ever cogency on Morning Joe, and Tapper heard that delusion and thought, jackpot. He knew his book would shine against such lunacy, and the blowback? Tapper's ready. He's got receipts, emails, memos, maybe a post-it note from CNN brass saying, "Don't mention the dementia." While others deny they missed Biden's decline, Tapper's laughing to the bank, his faux humility, a masterclass in accountability cosplay. The man's not just writing history, he's rewriting his legacy. Tapper's Darvo masterclass and useful idiots. Jake Tapper didn't just report, he ran a clinic in Darvo. Deny, attack, reverse victim, and defender. Question Biden's fitness? Tapper would deny it, attack your motives, and flip the script to make you the insensitive, cruel person. Genius? He timed it perfectly, leaving no room for others to steal his thunder. When Alex Thompson, that useful idiot, bumbled into a mea culpa at the White House Correspondents Association's Aldo Beckman Award for overall excellence, admitting complicity to a room of guilty peers like a moron, Tapper stole the spotlight. Thompson's confession made Jake look like the honest one, while others squirmed. Tapper's untouchable at CNN, they ordered the Biden cover-up, and he's got the paper trail to prove it. He's playing chess, cozying up to right-wing podcasts knowing his audience won't notice. No harm, no foul. CNN can't fire him. They'd have to admit they greenlit the code red to ignore Biden's stumbles. Tapper's not just surviving, he's thriving, turning journalistic malpractice into a masterclass of political theater. Kudos, Jake, for playing the game like a pro. Round of applause. Tapper deserves a medal for the American dream. Let's raise a glass to Jake Tapper, not for journalistic malpractice, but for journalistic excellence. He kept the Biden lie alive, orchestrated the cover-up, and cashed in like a Wall Street titan or an insider trading politician. That's the American dream. While others deny their role, Tapper's book will soar, his humble reflection act sealing his legend. He played his role like Michael Jordan dunking on the 90s NBA, untouchable, undeniable, and a little smug. Republicans, Democrats, and the media all knew Biden was fading, but Tapper turned their complicity into his victory. He's not to blame. He's the hero we deserve. So here's to Jake, the man who saw the truth, hid it with a smile, and sold it for millions. Politics isn't about truth, it's about winning. And Tapper, he's the MVP, laughing all the way to the promised land. Game, set, match. Jake. So, all the congressional hearings that are presumably set to take place over the next few months or year, that essentially will buy Tapper's shrine in the cover-up Hall of Fame, and he will be highly sought after for graduation commencement ceremonies until Jim Jordan does more than just bloviate for attention. Yes, Jim, everyone notices. Thank you for watching Someday News, America's best news source. News so fake it's real, news so real it's fake. This will be news someday.